Hi guys, it's Laura and today I'm going to be doing my March wrap up and April TBR. So first, if you're wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses, it's because outside it looks sunny and I like wearing sunglasses to push my head up. I just had to clear that up in case anybody was wondering. Anyway, I am a very proud person because in March I read a total of 9 books, which is amazing for me. So I don't care the fact that there were novellas. So yeah, I've got a lot of books to talk about, so I'm gonna get into it. So the first book that I read this month was By Your Side by Casey West. By the time that my February wrap up and March TBR went up, I'd actually finished this book because I read this in 2 days, and oh my god, it was freaking amazing. I absolutely loved it. I love Casey West's writing because it's really simplistic and easy, which I've said a number of times since reading this. But yes, I loved it. It was about a girl called Alton Collins who is a really relatable character, which helped me love it so much, as well as Dax is just Dax Miller is the boy in this book, and he was very what's the word I'm looking for? He was a closed book. I guess that's the best way to describe him. He was a closed book. He didn't really have any friends. He was an outsider, and he didn't talk to anyone. Anyway, and basically Autumn basically gets him to open up about his feelings and everything that's going on in his life when they are stuck in a library for the whole weekend together. And oh my god, I absolutely loved the characters. I loved the idea, and I loved how easy it was to read and everything, because that is what I needed right now. And the cute story was, oh my god, I loved it. I actually did do a spoiler-free review on this book, which I will leave linked down below, which you can go check out if you are considering reading this book. I highly recommend it if you love contemporary as much as I do. And I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was The Scarecrow Queen, and I can't show you because it literally... my shelf is it's just a small little shelf, and I have some books on it, and it's the very bottom one with 5 books on top of it and Pop Funko dolls, and I'd have to move a bunch of things to get it out, and that just takes a long time. So yes, The Scarecrow Queen by Linda Salespeace was the last book in the Senior Daughter trilogy, and oh my god, the ending was the perfect ending. I have literally, oh my god, I don't even know how to describe it without spoiling it, but it was just perfection. Oh my god, loved the book. This book series is one of my favourite book series, and I highly recommend it because I really don't feel like it gets enough publicity, and it's so good. It's basically about a girl called Twyla who has poison in her veins and is used as a weapon by the queen of the world, and that's the first one. And then the second one is about a girl called Erin, who is the sister of Twyla's guard Leaf, who actually helps Twyla discover things about herself which she didn't know. And the third one is just basically fighting a war. I'm not going to say any more because it will be a spoiler, but the ending was perfection. The writing is amazing, and the character development of Twyla was absolutely perfect, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was The Assassin's Blade, and that is 5 novellas. The first one is The Assassin and the Captain, the Pirate Captain, The Assassin and the Healer, The Assassin and the Desert, The Assassin and the Underworld, and The Assassin and the Empire. I gave the Captain, the Lord Pirate one, yeah, I gave the 5 out of 5 stars. That is basically about Selena. Selena, in case you don't know, this is the prequels to the Throne of Glass series, and oh my god, freaking amazing. I've said that already, but I don't know where I'm getting that from. I don't usually say that. Anyway, it was so good. All of them were so good. I read the first one, I gave 5 out of 5 stars. The second one, I gave 4 out of 5 stars, and the remaining 3 I gave 5 out of 5 stars as well. They were perfection. The first one is about basically Selena is sent off to the Pirate Lord with Sam. In case you didn't know, if you've read the Throne of Glass series, you'll know who Sam is, and oh my god, he made my heart melt. I love him so much. Anyway, the second one, basically she's been punished for what happened in the first one, and she's basically sent off to the desert to another king of assassin, and that's basically what this is about. And then the last 2, she arrives home, and she basically tries to get out of being under Arabin, the king of assassins, control. And I cried at the last one in this book so hard, and if you have read the Throne of Glass series, you should probably know why. I cried like there's no tomorrow. I couldn't stop, and I'm still heartbroken about this. I will be doing a discussion on this, so if you have read it, then you might want to stay tuned for that, because you might want to watch it. But yes, I need to tell my feelings about this because I was good. But yes, this has made me love the Throne of Glass series more, so you should definitely read this, and I recommend you read this before Queen of Shadows, because that's what I got told in the bookshop. I haven't actually read Queen of Shadows yet because it's this thick, but I understand why you would need to read this before Queen of Shadows. But yeah. The next book I read this month was The King's Cage by Victoria Aveyard, and oh my god, I gave myself 12 days to read this book because it's massive. I read it in 4 because it was so good. The art, it was just perfection, like definition of perfection. This is probably my favourite so far in the series, because it's a book, so far it's a book of 3, it will be a book of 4. It's literally, the whole thing was perfection. It's written in 3 point of views. Mare, who is the main protagonist, Cameron, who is one of the people with the Scarlet Guard, so you got their perspective, and Eva Angeline, who is one of the Silvers, who is in the palace. And you got a variety of different perspectives, and it was so good. You got, like, there was actually some things you discovered, it was like you didn't know what was going to happen. The ending did upset me, not gonna lie, but she can fix it, so it's fine. We're waiting for her to fix it. It won't upset everyone, but it upsets me because I'm not going to say because it just might be a slight spoiler, but yes, oh my god, it's perfection. If you have not read the Red Queen series, you need to, because oh my god, it is like one of my favourite series of all time. As you will know if you've read one or like a lot of my videos, because I mention it a lot. But yes, I gave this 5 out of 5 stars, and I need the 4th one now. The final book I read this month was Caravel by Stephanie Garber, and oh my god, this was freaking amazing. 5 out of 5 stars it got, in case you didn't guess that by what I just said. But this is actually a debut novel by Stephanie Garber, and I cannot believe how amazing this is. It was about a story of 2 sisters as well, which was really, really cool, because usually when I read books, you've always got the focus on the romance, so the sister relationship was amazing. It made me wish I had this relationship with my sister, and I don't, because we do not like each other. But yes, I love this book so much. I'm assuming there's a second one coming out, because that ending was kind of like, oh my god, is that how it's going to end? Because it needs more. So this was absolutely incredible. The world was so magical and interesting, and I absolutely loved every single second of it. Moving on to my April TBR, I am not actually fixed on what I'm reading in April. I might change. I am going book shopping on Wednesday, so I might get some books that I want to read. But anyway, the first book I have got to try and find, because I can't find it. Oh, there it is. The first book I've actually already started, because it is like the 3rd day in April, and that is The Selection by Kira Cass. As you can see, I've got a new bookmark. In case you didn't know, this is not my usual bookmark. I got this for my birthday from my friend. I'm actually going to give you a shout out, so thank you very much for this, because it's cute. Anyway, The Selection by Kira Cass is basically about a girl called America who is put into the selection to basically become the wife of Prince Maxim, and so far it's really good. I'm only like 4 chapters in, to be fair, or 5, no 4, I'm 4, no 5, okay, I'm on chapter 5. Anyway, so far it's really good. It's really thin and easy read, and apparently people love this for the romance rather than the dystopian world, and I'm kind of in the mood for that, so I'm actually going to go buy the remaining 4 books in the series. Yes, 4 books in the series, so I might be reading more of them, because I might just go marathon this month, but we'll have to wait and see. The next book that I definitely am going to read this month is Saint Anything by Sarah Dessen. Almost said Sarah J. Maas then. Sarah Dessen. And I've heard a lot of great things about Sarah Dessen. She's apparently a really good contemporary writer, and this is basically, from what I get, it's about a girl called Sydney whose brother has got the land in the family, and her brother basically messes things up and hits someone in a car accident and gets a jail sentence, and nobody seems to be thinking about the victim of the accident but Sydney, and basically she creates a relationship with the family of the victim, and I'm really intrigued because it sounds really good, and I definitely am going to be, if I like this, I'm definitely going to read more of Sarah Dessen's books, because I have read synopses of some of them and they both sound very interesting. The next 2 books I have in this list I might not actually read this month, but I'm definitely reading soon because they sound very interesting, and the first one is 3 Dark Crowns by Kendra Blake. This is basically, from what I gather, it's about 3 queens who have to fight to the death, and they all have different powers, and they all they were the triplets basically, and they are heir to the thrones, but they have to fight to become the queen, and I believe they fight to the death. Could be wrong, but yes, that is what I've gathered so far. I've heard great things about this book, so hopefully I will like it, because I like royals, so we'll see. And the final book on my TBR this month is Stealing Snow by Danielle Page. I was recommended this in the bookshop when I picked up Scarlet, so I was like, oh, yeah, okay, I'll give it a go. So what I am gathering from this book is it is a retelling of Snow White. I don't really know much more than that, but yeah, I mean, in a frozen world, a queen will rise. It sounds pretty interesting, so we'll see. So that is all for my March wrap up and April TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you did, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye guys!